Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to episode 6 to flip. This one. And today, big news. I haven't looked. I was playing a few games. I play a few games in between. And I've just qualified for the Champions League. We've got 6 games left. So the board have given me their initial budgets. And as soon as I saw that email, I was like, I'm not even going to look. We're going to see what it is. So firstly, let's not do the financial update. Sorry, editor, to do you out of a job, but let's not do the special effect financial. Let's just sneak in. Shh. Let's have a quick look at the finances. Oh no, it will tell us what it'll tell us what the transfer budget, won't it? Okay, we won't do that. Right. Let's just have a look. I know it was about 65 million last time I checked the finances. So I'm hoping 40 million. I'm hoping for £40 million, but we know how this board are pretty shit. Oh, hang on. I need the tissues here, boys. Fuck. 69 million pounds and a wage budget of 725. That's obviously an improvement. 300 grand. We can adapt this so we're sort of get the wage budget up to about $1 million. We'll do it as we need it, obviously, but we could, get 1 million wages and still have £50 million to spend. I think that would be a nice, because we're going to be looking at some freebies in the summer transfer window and stuff like that. So if we look at the league table, there it is. If we look at the schedule, so after our Chester game, I've been messing about very much so with tactics because we're so far ahead and we're doing all right. I was just trying to do something different. You know me, I don't like to use weirdly, this seems quite back to front, but I don't like using tactics that I know work. That just sounds weird, but you know what I mean. Like in the other saves, I've got the 4-3-1-2 and the 4-3-3 that worked really well at Liverpool, and I like trying to, especially when we've got time to sort of mess about and have some maybe a bit more interesting formations. And this is an interesting formation. I don't know how good it's going to work longer term. So I was messing about. So I've used all sorts of different formations on these games. But first off, we at home drew against Tranmere. We didn't have a sending off. Tyler Garrett with a second yellow. Muggles for the left back got a goal. Kalachan and Magoma. Kalachan, I forgot that I actually signed him. He wasn't here already. That just makes me more of a genius. Unfortunately, we did lose the FA Cup replay 3-0, Pritchard and Houlihan, which is a bit annoying, but to be expected. They're still better than us. We're not championship. If I was to put us in a regular league, I would say at the moment we've got a weird situation where we've got 4 good championship players and a bunch of League 2, League 1. I would say League 1 overall as a team we are at the moment. I'm hoping this summer can put us as basically a low-end Premiership team if we do it right. So we beat Maxfield 2-1. Mandy and Gareth Evans with the goals. We lost to Woking 2-1. I'm not even going to try that. Michael Rains with his 6th of the season from centre-back. Then we drew 0-0 with Lincoln. Then we beat Torquay 2-0. Reader Johnson, Ben Strevens got sent off, but Magoma got the goals. We then drew with Guiseley 1-1. Mandy, Kalachan got a second yellow. And with the latest new formation, I'll show you in a sec, we won 5-0 against the mighty Dover. The not so mighty Dover. Glenn Johnson, Ajaria getting their first goals of the season. Dale Fry, I think that might have been his first goal of the season. Goalpost got sent off. But Magoma's got a brace. Superb stuff. Let me show you the tactic. Okay, so we don't have a team that fits this tactic. Like our players like Glenn Johnson is fine as a wing back, right? If he's good going forward anyway, so he needs a little bit of retraining, but he's fine. We don't have a left back. We don't have enough attacking midfielders. Magoma's kind of just filling in there. The idea was, initially, my idea was to have 2 shadow strikers on attack, or they can only be on attack, and then a target man on support, so he just wins it, and they both run past and get the goals. That was my brain knowledge, and I also wanted to just try a 3 at the back or 5 at the back formation with our wing-backs bombing on. The only problem is it kind of destroys pretty much most of our signings this season, which were wingers. Now we're not using them. I'm actually going to make him a ball-winning midfielder. A box-to-box not going to really help because he's just going to get bogged in with all these players. He's going to be playing too close, so we'll do that. In fact, we'll and make you a deep line playmaker on support, and Jara can go there. It's a counter-attacking formation. I'm not sure if it's a counter-attacking. I just put counter and control are my two favourites. I just chose counter. There was no more logic to it than that. Higher tempo, mixed passing, not too short, but we are playing out of defence to keep a little bit more possession. Closing down lots, very Kloppy closing down type thing. I'm not sure about. I tend to use this a lot, work the ball into the box, so I'm trying to do stuff differently. So we're playing fairly narrow, just to give combine this space so we win this midfield battle, and then these two wingers can get forward. That's the sort of plan. Unfortunately, Glenn Johnson's been out with a twisted ankle, and goalpost is suspended. But let's get on to the first game. We've still got a few days to go. It's just that the mighty Magoma. Oh, yes. He has just been superb. Let's have a quick look, actually, while we're here, just to see some of the performances. Like, Mandy's done brilliantly. You know, he had a rocky sort of first third of the season, but 27 in 35, that is perfectly fine for me. But Magoma, as a winger, played a bit as an inside forward, now is playing as an attacking midfielder. 23 goals, 11 assists. He is by far the player of the season. If he doesn't win this, it's a travesty, I tell you. League table is looking like a list full of teams, as you'd expect. We are 9 points clear. We'll have a look at the Premiership as well. We are 9 points clear with 6 games left. So even if this tactic fails horribly, we should still pick up enough points to win the league, hopefully. But as you know, the bigger thing is, building a team before the big boys get here. And Liverpool are still ahead, but if they win their 2 games in hand, they're a point ahead of Arsenal. Oh, don't fuck it up. At least Steven Gerrard isn't there to slip over. I'm just saying, all right? To fuck it up. It's good. We're going to be fine. Jesus, Norwich are bottom of the... Also, we should probably sort of start scouting some of these players. Target man. Does anybody know where I'm going with this, people? Where the fuck is he? There he is. Oh, come on, a one-season wonder, target man. It's got to be done, isn't it? Surely. Right, let's get on to the first game of the season. First game of the season? No. Let's get on to the 33rd game of the season. Close enough. Right, we're playing mid-table Barrow. I just want to say, due to popular demand and people sort of saying it in the comments, and I agree, is that I'm not going to do the rule where I can only sign UK and Ireland players. I'm generally going to try and stick to a UK team if I can. I want to get more English players and not just have this big foreign-based team. But, it just sort of limits me a little bit. People saying you might struggle to beat those Premiership teams when they come. But I'm not too worried about that. But more so, if we find a little gem from somewhere, some random country, I don't want to then limit myself to not being able to pick him up, or some sort of superstar that we can pick up. If Alexis Sanchez is available and we're like, oh, well, he's Chilean, so we can't get him. No, let's just have some fun with it and pick up some cool, well-known players, maybe, and some of the sort of superstar youngsters and stuff like that. I'm going to try and stick to a mainly British team if we can. But let's not limit ourselves, okay? Right, so we got Luke Neal. Gareth Evans is a winger and he can't defend, like, even remotely. This is going to be the journeyman problem where I start just buying wingers to play as right backs and left backs, wing backs. Okay, also we don't have really enough centre backs to... We're a little bit weak. Didn't we transfer list somebody because he was pissed off? Ryan! Ryan-o! Yeah, all right, buddy, welcome back. No, I never tried to sell you. What do you mean? No, you're always in my plans. We were just resting you, getting you some reserve team football. Never planned to sell you, mate, honestly. Got away with that, right? Okay, Bright's back. He was suspended last game. I don't know who to pick now. Can't drop Magoma. He's just got to play on to the rest of the season now. He's hotly tipped to win the Players' Player of the Year. So, J. Thomas is back from injury anyway, so his match sharpness is down. So we'll just sub him on a little bit. Bright's going to play as the shadow striker, which is perfect for him, really. So we'll just make sure he's... And Magoma's going to play the attack in mid. Yeah, another question is, like, should I... No, I'm going to try and go for the... Let's just... Even if he's not entirely happy with playing there. I want to try and play with 2 shadow strikers and a target man support. Because reasons. Oh, no, I didn't mean to have you on there, no. Let's not risk it. Remember, you're still quite shit. So let's not go crazy. The left back is now, like, massively the worst position on the pitch. I wonder... So here we go, right? You see, I'm doing it again. J. Emmanuel Thomas, can you tackle at all? 8 and 6 for marking and tackling. And his work rate's awful. So work rate for a wing-back is quite important, right? So, okay. That's going to be the most important position, I think, in the summer. Cheeky little Luke Shaw, somebody like that. Or... Ben Davis, I quite like. Who else? Who's the youngster, the Leicester youngster that Liverpool are linked with a couple of times? It looks like a weird formation. They could just get in each other's way, but hey-ho. I'm not going to worry with opposition instructions. Just want to say thank you to everybody that's been tweeting me pictures. People have started receiving the first batch of... brain socks were sent out last week and they've been receiving them, so I've had loads of pictures. But amazingly, and it's amazing to see the support, but I've seen pictures of people going, picture of their brain sock with a Loki Doki t-shirt, with their Loki Doki mug, and I'm thinking, fucking legends. Thank you so much to everyone that supports me. The stuff I sell through, like the t-shirts and stuff, I try to be sort of as open and honest as possible, so... The t-shirts and stuff that I sell through Teespring, they take a big cut. You basically get, because they do all the sending out and stuff. So I make about £2, I think, on merchandise like t-shirt, maybe, and £2 on a mug, and maybe £3 on a hoodie. I think that's about right. Go on, knock it back. Oh my word, that is the worst header I've ever seen. Okay, it's offside. Yeah, he knew it was offside. But on the beanies, because I've bought those, I had them made for me, sent to my house, and I package them up and send them. Is it a penalty? Sent them to my house and stuff like that. I make about £4, £5 on a beanie. Sorry, brain socks, not a beanie. Edit that out. Jesus. Can't let anybody know. So just thank you very much. And also we've got brand new Patreon. What's his name? Slayer051, thank you very much. And both Paul Roberts, the legend, been supporting the channel for the longest time, and Sherlock Holmström, Sherlock is just the best name ever, has upped their pledge. So thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate it. I've just, because I'm preparing for my new XCOM... We're ignoring the penalty, by the way. Because I'm preparing for my new XCOM 2 save, I just spent about 3 hours the other night... creating all my $20 Patreon people into XCOM soldiers, including me, Curly, and my pets, because now they're humanoid. Right, Magoma. Mandy. Oh, it's deflected. Oh, but it looks obvious. Yeah, it kind of got in the way. It's what we were worried about. To be fair, though, we're 1-0 down. We've created 10 shots, 2 clear-cut chances and a half chance. So the signs are okay so far. Decent ball out to O'Neill. Cuts it back. Hits it. Oh, it's Magoma. It doesn't matter where you play him. You can play him fucking in goal and he'll score him for fun. Superb stuff. Player of the season all day long. It's a shame he's 29. He could have been a save legend. He's still got a couple of good years left in him. But the trouble is, we're going to go through players quite quick, aren't we? Like, Reeder Johnson and Rains are both really good centre-backs. But they probably won't get a sniff next year because we'll have better £69 million to spend. I think after this game we'll have a quick look at see whose contract's running out, see if there's any cheeky freebies. So this might be a little bit of a longer episode. But see if there's any cheeky freebies. Ajari, a lovely ball out to Bright. Can he find the ball in? He's beaten one. Ugh. Right. That Brighty boy, get in there. 2-1. We do need to pick up points. You know, we're 9 points or whatever it was clear, but let's just not mess about, especially this weird formation. Any Arsenal fans watching today? I'm sorry. Wow, Liverpool. Fucking hell, that was amazing. Fucking hell. We were so good, it was scary. And Arsenal were really bad. I didn't quite understand what Arsene Wenger was doing, like, at all. It's like he's decided that actually 5 at the back is better for him, but he doesn't have the players for it currently. He was playing a right back as a left wing back, and then a right winger in Oxlade-Chamberlain, right winger, attacking midfielder, as a right wing back. And some players can do it, but a lot of players can't. It doesn't mean they just fit. You had a central midfield partnership. There was a moment I saw that Aaron Ramsey, I think, and the Ox were both... Arsenal's goalkeeper had it, check, and they were both chatting away to the bench. And Arsenal lost possession, and they hadn't even looked for like 10 seconds. They hadn't looked to see that their team had lost the ball. It was absolutely bonkers. They were fucking awful. But as awful as they were, we were amazing as well, to be fair. I've got to keep Magoma on all season. He's got to play all season. Ben Close, Jason Taylor can come on for him. Okay, so far, so good. I'm feeling like 21 shots. A lot of this is to do with the fact we've got better players than them. I have been told in the comments from people that have done the first year, the second year, the non-league teams get their arse into gear and start signing much better players and stuff. So it's going to be trickier next year and then really hard in whatever it is, 3 years' time. Nice. 2-1 win. Come back from that. What was I saying? Fucking no. Let's, well done, matey. Keep it up. Oh, hello. The Congo manager was spotted. Okay, right. Let's have a quick look. Well, firstly, we'll look at transfer list of players just to get an idea. See, Jesse Lingard keeps popping up, but Danny Welbeck. No, I need people that can score goals. Danny Ings. I'm not going to buy anyone now. It's just I'm just having a quick look because Danny Ings is a sort of complete forward, isn't he? Yeah. Because I kind of like the idea of this formation, and if that's the case, then we don't need sort of pacey strikers. We need sort of a target man. I suppose most strikers could then be retrained as a shadow striker. They're very much the same stats, so that's actually we could have Danny Ings easily as a he's. I really want Danny Ings. I just want Danny Ings. Can we spend our money now, or is that just... Why not? I want Danny Ings. We're going to play him as a shadow striker. And if it all goes tits up, we can then just play him as a striker. David Silva. He's not very good in this, is he? Because his physicals are, like, horribly bad. And then we've got Jesse Lingard, who we'd have to play as a shadow striker, but I'd rather just get people that... He's actually got pretty good attributes. I think we can do better for that aid, and I don't really like him. So, you know, that... El Neni I quite like. It's a possibility. He's not on massively high wages as well. Jeffrey Schlupp. No, I like his name, but that's just not worth it. Andros Townsend, if we were playing a winger, he'd be a decent backup. Oh my god, it's going to be so much fun. Johan Kabay. I really want Johan Kabay as a deep line playmaker. He'd be quite special. Jordan Pickford is transfer listed. He's not that good in this game, is he? He's not been fully upgraded, it seems, to what he will be in FM18. I think he's going to get a bump. He's a pretty good goalkeeper, though, isn't he? Let's compare him with Big Willie. Yeah, almost the same. Jordan Pickford is distribution. Okay. I think we should go for a bit of Jordan Pickford. 7 million. Just pissing away money. 7 million. I'm liking that. Lord Bentner. Oh. No. No. I'm not that crazy. Dan Gibson. No. Jack Rodwell. No. Okay. Scott Sinclair. If we had a winger, I'd definitely look at getting him. I can't believe he's been transfer listed. And then we'll have a look at contract. Just to 3 months, just to get an idea. Any big boys? Let's just have a look at them all. Not a bad, versatile player. Victor Anachibi. Giuseppe Rossi. Charlie Taylor. Oh, that's what people are talking about. Yes, somebody said in the comments, suggested him. Is he... Why can't I offer him a contract? God damn it. Alright, million... Look. £500,000 or lose him for a free. Do you want £500,000? Lose him for free. Then you want 3.8 million quid. I can't. That's not fair. It's not fair. I'm a 6-year-old child. I can't pay for him while I know that other teams can get it for free. That just feels unfair. Gail Clichy. He's got another year in him, hasn't he? Okay. Right, on to the second game, Southport. We'll smash them and get on with our lives. Right, the good news is both Jordan Pickford and Danny Ings are joining the club in the summer. I've just realised something, which I should stop signing players now. And the reason is, currently, we're a 2-star regional reputation team. So when I'm going in for players, they won't even negotiate a contract unless I say that they can treat the club as a stepping stone because, you know, we're a 2-star team. And therefore, so when you go to negotiate a contract, it's a non-negotiable release clause, which you can't do anything about and have to accept. And so I've just had to do it on both theirs. Luckily, Danny Ings is about 16 million, but Jordan Pickford is only about 10 million. And that could be a bit of a worry. And so what I need to do is wait until we've won the league, hopefully, touch wood, and then so our reputation is much higher, so they're less likely to ask to treat the club as a stepping stone. That's my thinking, right? That's my logic, as bad as my logic is. Right, we're going again, same team, I think. Oh no, Kalachan's back. Forget that then. Okay, Strevens is ready to go as well. Everybody else is lovely. Lovely. Who's going to be the best stopper? That's fine, Reigns. Yeah, we'll be fine. Also, just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that sent me an intro. I've got about 6 or 7 now, and they've been brilliant. Some were just sent to me as fun, like I know you can't use this because it's got copyrighted music, because one was the theme tune to The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This is a story all about how my life got twisted and upside, that one. Everybody knows that song. I don't know why I was saying it. And also a couple of other brilliant ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one more. So tomorrow is going to be the main. So you've got until, like, say, midnight tonight to put in your chance. And then I will use that one as the main one. So, and obviously send you a brain sock or a T-shirt, whatever you desire, whatever your heart desires. But I'll let you know. But tomorrow will be the final choice. Right. Okay, not the most entertaining. Where are Southport in the league? 19th. Yeah, we shouldn't be counter-attacking these boys. Let's go attacking. Let's go the opposite and get some play. We've got all the possession, so counter-attacking when you have the ball the entire time is tricky. Right. So look, a really attacking left fullback is the single most important thing. Oh, Mandy, beauty, 28th of the season. You've had a great second half, Mandy, but you're not having the player of the season. I'm going to be annoyed if you get it ahead of Magoma, because he's done much more. Look at that. He wasn't even like a sort of handball-y thing there, but okay, we'll take it. I'm having so much fun with this save. I urge you guys to test it out. One of the things I didn't realise when I started this was that I get to pick players that I'd never used before in FM17, especially now we're nearing the end of FM17. Players are going to be at different clubs and stuff, and you might not be able to get them. Like, being able to go, Danny Ings, Jordan Pickford. Like, you might never be able to realistically get to use Jordan Pickford because he's snapped up for a load of money. In FM18, obviously, he's going to be in Everton and not moving. Oh, Mandy, that's a shocker there. But just using different stuff, picking different players just for fun. Glenn Johnson. Nobody in their right mind would spend that sort of money on Glenn Johnson normally in the Premiership, but because we were in the situation we were, it's like, fuck it, might as well. Sorry, Glenn, if you're watching. He knows his level. Right, here we go. Goal number 2, just before half-time. Stick it to him, son. Cheeky back heel. Calachan, we know he's got a goal in him, but he's fed it to the right back. That's a penalty. Magoma's our penalty taker, isn't he? So it's just like thinking of fun players. It's the same reason people said, why didn't you sign a bunch of free players at the beginning of the season, like Berbatov and Poyet, available on frees? It's like, I've signed them so many times in my FM17 saves. Here we go. Magoma. Yes. Clinical as always-ish. You did miss one last episode. Clinical as most of the time. But yeah, it's like, I don't want to sign the same players over again. Even if they're actually the best player to go for, he makes the most sense. You know me on this channel. I don't like to make sense. We go for fun stuffs. Right, like I'd probably get a better player than Danny Ings for £8 million, and he's on 90 grand a week. But I want to use Danny Ings. I'm going to try and get Ben Woodburn in as well. Lots of people suggested him. He is one of my favourites. Reece Nelson was a really good shout, but now if you're not using wingers, he's not really going to make it. He's not defensive enough to play as that wing back. Lovely stuff. Magoma, good save. Norman. Right. We're absolutely... It's like Liverpool-Arsenal. Sorry, I shouldn't mention it again for Arsenal fans. I'm sorry, Arsenal fans. You're in a shit situation. I do feel for you a bit. Arsene Wenger should have just retired. I totally get it from Arsene Wenger's side, because he, for the first season in, 400 years, Arsene Wenger hasn't qualified for the Champions League. So I can understand him not wanting to finish on a season where he fails, basically. So, but... he's got to know, the team's bigger than himself. He should have just gone, I've done all I can. Football has evolved and stuff. I can't just play this attacking, creative football and hope all goes for the best. Football evolves, and I think he's not evolving quick enough. He was ahead of the time for so many years, Arsene Wenger, and then he caught up with him and he was doing all right, and then it feels like it's past him a little bit, which is sad, but... he should have known when to retire. Oh, cheeky, another penalty. Everybody's trying to get Magoma the player of the season, just winning penalties. All right, is he going to go top right again? I'm going to say yes. I'm going there. He's going to hit it there. All right. Right there. Oh, okay, there. Straight down the middle. That's what I thought. It's 3-0. Nobody cares. Emmanuel Thomas can come on for Brighty. Looking complacent. Don't look complacent in my yard. Cresswell. Yeah, but let's give Cresswell some time, because I did try to sell him for about 3 months and he was not a happy boy. So let's play him in a game where we should comfortably win. Just because, in case if we get a bad injury tomorrow, he will be a starter. So we need him to not be desperately unhappy with playing for us. Emmanuel Thomas, forward to Mandy. There's the big target, man. It's not the biggest title. Peter Crouch. Oh, imagine Peter Crouch. What's that, Garrett? What is that, Garrett? Awful footballer. Right, Ajaria. Magoma. Thomas. Threads it through to Mandy. Boom! Get in there. I'm liking this formation, people. One of the problems I'm having is it's hard to know how good this formation is, or isn't, because we're playing worse teams. It's like, this will be great, and then when Liverpool arrive in 3 seasons and they just destroy us because we're playing some stupid formation. We'll find out next season because apparently the other conference teams in the Premiership are going to go nuts and start spending silly money. So, it's all going to be good. I'm so looking forward to it. I have a problem with Football Manager that when I start winning the league, I get bored. Like when I've won the league 3 years in a row and we've won the Champions League twice and stuff like that I get itchy feet. I kind of want a fresh challenge, start a new game or leave the club. But with this, we're going to win the league this season, hopefully. Oh, Kala-chan. But that's just the beginning of the challenge, which is actually really cool. It gives it a bit more longevity. Have we won the league yet? What are we? 14 points. 11 points, 4 games. That's 12 points. No. Is the answer to that. Unless Lincoln lose their game in hand. We'll check that out in case they're playing tomorrow or something. Any more subs? Any more subs? Subbies. Go on, Scotty Wilson. Barely played a game this season. You're not a target man. Have fun. Right, come on, 10 minutes left. They've had 1 shot, people. Although, admittedly... Sorry, this is my last Arsenal. They did have 1 shot on target, so that is more than Arsenal. And apparently, Liverpool are bidding 55 million for that player that Arsenal, was it Lamar, have been trying to get for the entire summer. Arsenal fans are going to hate us even more now, I think. Oh, no, is that another sending off? Let him have it, ref. Come on now. I've got a quick thing to rant about, please. And that is to do with the Man City game. I almost tempted to make this a separate video, but I just... Oh, Dale Fry. Magoma with the assist, though. Is the Man City Bournemouth game, right? And the Sterling sending off, okay? If you don't know... What happened, Sterling had a yellow card already, and he scored the winner in the 98th minute or something stupid, and then he ran into the crowd. And he got a second yellow card for it, and therefore sent off. And that's the rule, right? So that's fine. It is a rule that is what happens, okay? So forgetting the fact that Sterling should know better, he knows that's a sending off, fine. I watched Match of the Day and Alan Sugar is having a right fit about it. Oh, you don't know when you score in the 98th minute and the passion gets you and you blah, 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 blah. And Garth Crooks, who's just a fish-faced wanker, was going on about it, how it's a travesty. He said a travesty that Sterling got sent off. I'm sorry. Go fuck yourselves, both of you. I am all... for getting rid of the rule that says that if you take your shirt off, it's a yellow card, right? There is so nothing to that. I take my shirt off, show out my six-pack, honest. I don't think that should be a yellow card. But if you run into the crowd, you can argue how deep Sterling ran into the crowd. It was only 2 yards off the pitch, but the crowd... let's just assume. If you run into the crowd, what you get is a mass of people surging forward. If I'm sitting there or standing there with my kid, right, or I am a kid, or I'm a 14-year-old boy seeing my match, and that amount of blokes, bundles on top, people can get hurt, people can get injured. I'm a Liverpool fan, right? We've got history. I'm not going to go into it, obviously, but that is common sense that if a player jumps into, you see it, a player jumps into the crowd, the next, 15 rows of people all try and get a pat on the head or a high five or just, I don't know, lick his earlobe or whatever. And that can cause hurt. That can get people crushed. That people could actually die. So the fact you're trying to defend that, saying that, no, it should never be a yellow card, is beyond ridiculous. It's not too much to ask for players not to run into the crowd. It's not like, oh, you can't kick a ball. It's a simple rule. Don't run into the crowd because it incites massive bundles, right, of people surging forward. Like I said, the yellow card thing I think is ridiculous. Let people take off their shirt if they want. Fucking hell, it's not going to do anything. But surging forward into the crowd and you get 100-odd people bundling. If you're the guy standing there at the front already, minding your own business, watching the game, you know, hooray, we've scored, I'm celebrating, and then 100 people from high up above, because obviously the angle of the stadium starts bundling on you, people can easily die. And they have done in the past, multiple times. I'm not talking about the big things like Hillsborough and stuff like this, but I'm talking... People have died just in those moments. It doesn't have to be the whole stadium or the crowd or whatever. And defending that is just beyond ridiculous. Alan Shearer talking about surging for... in the moment, you score a 98th minute winner, you can't help yourself. Fuck off, you can help yourself. He didn't take his shirt off. Why didn't he take his shirt off? Because he knew he'd get a yellow card. You can do it, right? Players know. I don't lose my apps. If I scored a 98th minute winner for Liverpool in the Champions League final on my debut with the 70-yard overhead kick thing, I don't lose my mind entirely. I celebrate with my team. I don't know what to do now because I've lost my head. I'll just stab 7 people because apparently you can't think straight when you do that. No. Right. I'm done. I'm done ranting now. I'd like to know your thoughts. I just think I'm all for getting rid of the silly stuff like the shirt off, yellow card stuff and everything. But it is potentially very dangerous for a person to run into the crowds and incite a big group of 100-odd people to surge forward over the top of each other. It's dangerous. That's all I'm saying. Right, we've won 5-0. Just in case you were waiting for me to hit the continue button and you couldn't give less of a shit about just what I was talking about. But I just wanted to get it out of my system because it angered me more than anything this weekend. Right, there we go, my friends. Hopefully, next episode, we're going to win the league, aren't we? Oh, should we just see if Lincoln win their game in hand? Let's just have a quick look, see if Lincoln win. Did they play? They lost. Hey, we are champions! I hate winning it by not playing. We have won the Premier League, my friends. We have been toasted lightly with butter and bovril. Caballero praises. Thanks, Big Willie. I like that. Request new contract. Does our... No. Is the answer to that. Our reputation doesn't go up immediately. It might reset at the end of the season. It's got to go up. We're Premier League champions. We're 2-star. So what I'm going to do is come back for the last game of the season so we can see the end of season rewards and hopefully Magoma to pick up his Player of the Season award and whatnot. Because that would be lovely and he fully deserves it. And then also we'll talk a bit about what we're going to do next season. And we'll also have a look at the conference to see who gets promoted. We'll do all that sort of stuff. Liverpool, come on. We're definitely in the playoffs along with Arsenal, Man City and Man United. That's cheeky. Quite tricky. 3 games in hand now. So that's 9 points. If they win all games in hand... Oh, no. If they win all their games in hand, they're on 103 points. Oh, fuck. Fucking Arsenal. It's because I took the piss out of him, isn't it? It's because I took the piss out of him this episode. They've gone, yeah, right, we'll see, mate. We'll see. He's another player I quite like. Right, there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of my rant in the comments. Totally feel free to put your own opinion out there. It's totally fine, even if you totally disagree with me. I just think it's not a fun enough thing to be worth putting people in danger for, which it does. Enough said. Thank you. I'm going on about it again. Right, shut up, me. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'll see you next episode for the bus tour around Eastleigh.